Algebra 2b, Unit 9. Today is March 14, my son's birthday, Pi Day, so nothing special happened.
Happy birthday!
Oh, he's not watching this. All right, John, so here's the video. Here's the video. So this unit actually is about statistics, gathering information. Eventually, what you're going to have to do is use that data to make an informed decision. So this unit will feel a little different than the others where you're just doing problems. So we have some problems to do, but a lot of it's going to involve research, finding information that you need, some that you may not need, and then identifying the important stuff. So today we're going to try and get through 4 steps of it, which again will include mainly using the computer. Nonetheless, let's do this so we can kind of get started, get a few of these pages out of the way, some that may or may not count for your 6 pages, but let's start getting them out of the way. Grab a highlighter. The first few pages just kind of informational, so that they're using words like data, quantitative, qualitative, research. We're all using the same words. So grab a highlighter. Let's highlight. All right, just going from page to page, I'm trying to just run through the page. We'll skip a few of them today. We're not doing each one of them today, so just kind of follow along. Here we go. So you're on page number 1. Let's see. Algebra 2 Unit 9 is all about making informed life decisions using math or statistics. So let's see. I want to highlight this informed idea. Not quite what I want to do there. So this informed. Let's see. Will you? So informed life decision, that one, I want you to highlight that using math and statistics. I guess informed life decisions all the way across. I don't want to highlight everything, but statistics is going to be the key phrase. So this unit, even though it's a tough word to say, is one where you'll be introduced to that. Now, of course, here at options, there are some statistics, for example. What would you guess the percent? What would you guess is the percentage of Asian students that attend here at Austin?
No, 1.
She's Asian.
2 Asian.
Okay.
Oh,
And I mean, traditionally, what we mean when we say it.
So you mean like
Chinese, yeah.
I am so triggered right now.
2%.
Yeah, I have a student, but I don't see very many around. What would we guess is the percentage of, I don't know if we're going to use Latino students?
Mexicans.
Hispanic.
Okay, Hispanic.
99%.
Build the wall.
I would say 95. 50.
All right, how about African American?
It's like 3%.
Do we count what's the space?
Do we count Aryan here?
Yeah, do we count Aryan? No.
What if they're blackouts?
All right. Now here's the question: the people who are in charge of this school, based on the stats, it helps them make decisions about who to hire. Do we need to have someone who's bilingual up front, or no? That's not a big deal? What other decisions do they need to make? So in the end, right. And the point I'm just trying to make is, this unit is going to try and make it more real world for you as you gather information. Once you have it, okay, what decisions do you make kind of based on it? Something you just choose random. Other things like, okay, now that's probably be smart. If they're having them do a bunch of assignments on online, and it makes sense to have laptops that can go online versus, all right, make sure you bring your phones. Everyone needs to have a phone too. So that's what this unit is about. So let's see if we can kind of jump some. Median mode, that's going to come up later where we actually have to crunch some numbers. But for today's purposes, we're just going to the gather information portion. So I'm going to skip that and try and get to page 6. Go to page 6. That's the next one I have labeled again. These will probably be, we'll be able to use, hopefully, to get some 6 pages. Page 6, I believe should be this one here. What is research? I know it almost made it. It almost didn't come out. Like just throw it out. Just keep going with it. Just.
I can't find that too.
All right. Okay. All right. So this is page 6. What is research? Let's see what we got here. Go ahead and highlight research. And again, don't highlight everything because your brain will notice things that are highlighted. The systematic investigation into and study of materials and resources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. So this systematic investigation, I like that. Research isn't just you happen to be randomly walking around and notice something. Yeah, that's noticing stuff, but that's not research. needs to be systematic, like there's a system. I'm planning on doing this, and I'll compare it to that, whatever. And the study of, I'll leave the systematic investigation, the study of resources, materials, we're going to study, so we're going to investigate materials and sources. And the reason we want to do this is to establish facts. When you're researching so that we can have facts, and I know facts can be a tough thing, and this reach new conclusions, which is the part that they're trying to get you through into this whole year. Some of it's going to be kind of made up, but some people can actually use it for stuff. All right, so here we go. Let's see what next page I have in line. Page 8, again, we're just introducing it.
Why is it not working?
Statistics.
All right, statistics in our daily lives. Is that page 8? All right. This one, we do want to highlight what, when they say statistics, officially they mean, please highlight statistics. Well, do I actually have a highlighter? It's the study of numerical information, which is called data. So they could have shortened it. It's the study of data. When we use data, it usually means like information that's okay, just generic information, but for their purposes, it needs to be able to where you can write down a number on it. Okay. So when we talk about data, that's the main thing that you're going to be using. See here, people use statistics as tools to understand information. We got that. Let's see what it says here, because we're going to leave this one. I'm trying to get to the computer part. People use statistics daily for weather forecasts. Anybody know what the temperature is supposed to be today, the high?
89.
I'll check.
89.
We don't need the official number. Just the idea is statistics help us decide, hey, what am I going to wear to school today?
87.
But for me, this classroom, what do we think the average temperature is in here? Because it's generally freezing to me in here.
70.
Yeah. So I actually want to bring a jacket for the classroom and have to take it off outside. Let's see what we got here. Weather forecast predicting, underline this one, predicting disease. That one is important. As they gather data and information. Yeah, I guess I should have just done it on it as opposed to below. Can I erase? Will it go back? Or will you undo? Highlight. Let's see, preparing for emergencies, medical research. Let's see, political campaigns, even though that data didn't work out so much for them. Tracking sales. Some people, we know it's a semi-annual time for sales. There's someone in my home who tracks those. Right. He's working on that. Genetics, insurance. Let's see, stock market, quality testing. Mark this part. Statistics lends credibility. By the end of this unit, you're going to write a decision that you're going to make, and you're going to have to back it up with some data, some statistics. So that's why we're about to start gathering a bunch of information. Let's see here. These industries that makes it easy to track different things in the industry. What are some ways? Now we'll go on from there. Next page, I'm trying to get us to 11. Let's go on page 11. Some of these other ones put in some marks which we may back up and look at it. This guy here is this guy here. Make sure you value your picture. This one is important. Oh, by the way, if you didn't put your name, put your name in class. Hold on, very short. You pause there. Name and cut it. Again, if you use one color, so one type of data, and the other one. So let's see if we can identify it. You'll do it initially on your own, but let's see if you can do here. Quantitative data. This is the one that we are going to be really more interested in. So I'll do quantitative data in one color. It says here, quantitative data, information about quantities, okay, actual amounts. Information that can be measured and written in numbers. This is the piece here. If it can be measured and written in numbers, it is quantitative. This side here, obviously quantities, I don't know why they use the same word. The other side I'm using a different color. That is qualitative. The qualities of things can be measured, including using koalas, yeah. On this guy here, information that cannot be measured, and by measured, of course, they're thinking about numbers. So what is it that I want you to do right now? I'm going to read it. Don't say it to your neighbor. you can put down, you need a pen or a pencil. You're going to write down which type you think it is. Is it going to be quantitative? It can be added up to be a number. Or is it qualitative? You can't do a number on it. And when you hear them, some are going to be a little more obvious than the others. Here we go. In the blanks, you're putting either quantitative or QAN. You know, you can kind of shorten it. One has an L in it, one has a N. If you can write in the whole thing in the time that's there, write the whole thing. Quantitative versus qualitative. The age of your car. Which one would that be? Don't say it, just write it down. And again, the word is long, so if you want to put a QUAN or QUAL, that would be easy. The next one, the number of hairs on your knuckle, quantitative or qualitative? Oh, there's a number for that one too. All right, the softness of a cat. Is it quantitative or qualitative? A number, or it can't be written as a number? Right. The color of the sky is a quantitative data. I should be using the word data because it's actually data that they want you to get used to that phrase data. The color of the sky, quantitative data or qualitative data. Quantitative, can you add it up? And then the last one, the number of pennies in your pockets. Again? Yeah, but you have to kind of describe that as opposed to All right, let's get some answers. Let's see that 4 tables. Table 1, age of your car will answer that answer. Table 2, we'll do the number of hairs on the knuckles. Number 3, hopefully you get lucky. Number 3, you get the softest cat. You didn't get lucky. You know what? Why not? I don't think table cares as much. Number 3, the cat question. Number 4, the color of the sky, and we'll throw out 5. Table 1, age of the car, quantitative or qualitative data? Quantitative. Yeah, quantitative, very nice. Table 2, the hairs on your knuckles, quantitative. Quantitative data. 3 with the cat, quantitative or qualitative data? Qualitative. Back table, color of the sky, quantitative data or qualitative? And then the last one, anyone, quantitative or qualitative?
Quantitative.
Yeah. Quantitative data. So now just that you've heard it enough times so you know quantity, the amount of stuff you have.
It was qualitative.
Yeah, what's the quality of the sky, not the how many skies there are. All right, let's see if we got on page 12 is where we're gonna try and test out some other stuff. Page 12, what am I on right now?
I took okay, so I took this test, and you know what it suggested? Like this job with children, and I'm like, I hate kids.
All right, listen up. This whole unit, we're gonna be putting together, piecing together, not a portfolio, but a bunch of stuff that ultimately will get turned in so as you're working on it. Any of these step problems, step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on, those are for sure important items that will be turned in. Some you'll have to work on. So here's the deal. Let me pass out one of the handouts. Today you're getting at least 4 handouts. One that's going to go with step 1 and 2. The other 3 are going to go with step 3 and 4. What are you going to be doing so that you know? Eventually, you're going to go onto 2 websites. One of them, you're going to take a little career aptitude test or whatever. It'll give you some feedback. 3 clusters that information that you respond to. Hold on. Let me finish this. Don't forget your question. You'll get 3 clusters based on the way you answer the questions. And then in those clusters of career possibilities, you're supposed to go in there and look at the different job titles. Oh, that one seems interesting. Oh, that seems interesting. In each cluster, you'll choose 2 to 3 career choices. You're going to list those down. Now, this is all going to be on your paper. I'm going to say it again, but for now, I just want you, for those who like knowing what's coming ahead, you can see the big picture. So you'll have heard it. That way when you hear it the second time, like, okay, I remember what he was saying. 3 clusters. Each cluster choose 2. And if you chose to do 3 careers that fit under that category. Once you've done that, eventually you're now going to go to another area to get statistics on 3 of those careers. In other words, you choose 3 now that I have 6 altogether, 2 under here, 2 under here, 2 under here. I'm going to go to another website called the BLS, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. That one's going to be very important. And when you get there, there are 3 handouts. You will use that site to research, to gather data and information on that. So I'm going to pass out the sheets so you know what they look like. I'm only going to do 2 right now, but technically there's 2 X's that you'll get, and then we'll start talking about it on here. You'll get All right, please write the following. Please write the following. Next to this top section here, please put step 1. So that as I talk about step 1, 2, 3, and 4, you'll know where you are located. Down in the second section, let me see. I think I actually put, I put step 2 there. Hopefully I got it right. Otherwise that'll be messed up. Let's see. That's not going down with me.
Why is this from Minnesota State?
Whoever created it, that's just what they used. Maybe probably what they found first. Step 1, put step 2 right here next to the bottom section. Remember what I said, ultimately when they asked you to jot down, please double underline any careers. This is the one where you're going to choose 2 careers for each cluster. And I'm doing that because I think in the past, one student just chose all of theirs, like 6 of them out of a single cluster. And the point of this isn't, again, just to have you choose a particular thing or to find your thing, is to have you dabble with the process of research. So, write down 2 careers per cluster. Write that down. So if you're messing around with the computer right now, I probably should have said don't open it just yet. I realize some of you would have probably started computer stuff. Don't start computer stuff yet. Write down. I'm going to pass out. So we're putting step 3 and 4 so that when I read your step 1, 2, and 3, all right, on the board, step 3. Take a look on the board if you're not already looking. Right now, step 3 at the top. The bottom section says define 3 to 5. The bottom section says find 3 to 5. That's going to be step 4. So step 3, when I move it, it's going to move with me. So try and get it down next to what does blank do. And then down here, on the board, it has this weird one that says 4 to 6. Yours is 3 to 5. So you're going to next year 3 to 5. Is where you're going to write yours. I have an old copy on the board. So what are you writing right now? You are writing step 4. Next door to that, find 3 to 5. And I'll see if I can fix that part so you can. Any question on the way you're writing step 4? Because I know it looks different on the board.
So step 3 is both of them. What does the blank do?
Exactly. All right, let's look at your official instructions so that, again, if you forgot, they'll be with you. What page is this on? What page is this one here on step 1? All right, page 12. Here it comes. So right now all I'm going to do is just kind of read through so that you can make any clarifications so that when you start, you'll be able to. So here we go. All right, so step 1, you're going to take the career aptitude test. The website they have in here, you're going to be typing in all of this one here that's on your actual page. And for someone who's missing, let me see if I can get back to the page so that they can see it. Yeah, this unit is going to feel more like informational. But statistics is an area of math that it's about gathering data, quantitative data normally. All right, so when you type in here, this last digit, the last digit is going to be a 0 instead of the letter O. So you type that in.
Right now?
No, don't do it now. I'm just going to try and highlight the four separate things now that we have it on your paper. For those who are talking, hold off. You'll have time. You'll have time. Once you get started, you'll have time. Okay, step one, let me see what it says. So step one, you're going to go there, you're going to take the quiz. I'm going to try and show what it's going to look like when you get there. It's going to look something like this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Am I not plugged in?
There you go.
Well, it looks like Pandora.
Sunday?
When you get to Pandora, make sure you take the survey there.
Trust.
Alright, let's not. Look at the board.
It wasn't my fault.
When you get to it, ultimately it's going to look like this. Don't go through it right now, because what I want to just do is run through each piece, and then once it's time to start again, then as you start to go, you're like, what is it supposed to look like? And I can bring it up again. Once you take your survey, it'll eventually, let me see, give you the clusters that you can see. No, not you. And the other guy that they're going to go to. So when it's time to go to BLS, when you have to get the information for step 4, we'll get that. So let's see where we are here. Step 1, they go to take their survey. And that's where it'll look like when you get there. Step 2, let me see if step 2 says anything differently. Oh, that is what my thing. Oh, did I cut off my thing? Come on. Anytime there's a little delay there, then it just goes away. Oh, I see what's happening. Sorry for that delay. I was on the wrong screen. There you go. All right, here comes. Step 2. Will you go up for me? No, you won't?
Yeah.
What's he doing it? All right. So step 2 is, again, simple. After you take your survey, it's going to give you clusters. Once you get to the 3 clusters, you're going to choose 2 careers in each cluster, even if you're not completely overjoyed of what's in there. If there are more than you can choose from, you're like, I don't know which one. Boom, just choose 2 and go. Step 3. Turn to step 3 in your handout. I think it's on page 14.
Oh,
See? On the packet. Show the packet. So the reason I want the page is for someone who watches at home, they need to know, okay, what page to get to. Again, pick 3 to 5 specific careers under the cluster. And again, that was step 3. Where did I put my own step 3? Oh, okay, there it is. This sheet here, listen up. When it says pick 3 to 5, the sheet that I gave you that looks like this, I only gave you 1 of them. Ultimately, you'll need to get 2 more so that you can have each career will be what you research, and the information you find will go on 1 sheet for 1 career. You'll get the second one. You'll do the same thing again, and you do the third one where you're going to find out, hey, what does a blank do? And there's a certain place to go to find that out. How do you become a blank? You'll go to a certain place to find that out. And then the last thing, 3 to 5 more facts. These facts need to be numbers, and I'm going to show you what they look like on the board in just a second for the one that I did. Step 4. Let's see, I think I just mentioned step 4. Okay, so step 4 at the very bottom. When they actually find out some data, and get, with your highlighter, please highlight data, and put numbers over it. As they use data, they're going to give information that's not numerical. For this purpose, these 4 items of data, they need to be numerical. If you read the whole thing, I'll say this. Pick pieces of data for each occupation under the cluster that would help you make an informed decision about what specific occupation you are curious about. Then it says you need at least 4 pieces of data. It says 3 pieces must be able to be displayed statistically. In other words, hey, you need numbers. And then they give some examples at the bottom. The pay, the job growth, job description, all those things are there. But what I'm going to show you is what I found when I actually went to go to the So what are they highlighting? Data needs to be numbers. 2, at least 4 pieces need to be data. I'm going to try and go to where I went to so that when you're getting from stage 1 to stage 2, you say, okay, I'm on this stage. Where am I supposed to go? All right, let me change the scene, show it, and then get you the other page you need. So what do they need to see right now? I already took my my survey. They put different categories. One of them was education.
What?
And so,
I didn't expect that.
and so, in that area, let me see if I can find it here.
Right?
How did it know?
So again, I took my cluster, my survey. I got 3 different areas. One was service industry. One was education. I forgot what the third one was. But once I did that and I chose, now this is the first thing I can't do now because it takes 5 to 10 minutes to do the survey. Once I got my 3 clusters, then I wrote down, once I got my 3 clusters, and I wrote down 6 careers, 2 per cluster, then I was ready to choose off of this one of them that I was going to use to fill out one page. So I got 6 of them here. I'm going to take one of them. I'm going to fill out one page. What am I filling out on the one page? This is the part here when you're going to go over to the BLS. Let's see. www.bls.gov/ooh, yeah. Actually, that O stands for something. The double O's. So you're going to this side here. Now, for some of you, I know it's going to be way too much information as you go along. You'll fill out. I just want you to see some of the things that are like, oh, wait, I've seen that before. Once you get here, the trick is going to be this. That cluster thing that you're going to take to begin with, the labels for their clusters and the label that this important website has have different labels. When it's time for me to find out about education and teacher, I actually have to go into the search bar. And when I type into that search bar, come on, there you go. Let's say I'm typing in math teacher. Just so you're not nervous when you type it in, whoa, where did it take me to? Like some complete brand new place? Once you get over here, then you will actually click on that site, unless it won't let me. And it'll take you actually back to the place that you need to be with all the information that you need. What do they do? It's going to be right there for you to click on and write down. High school teacher, what do they do? Not write down everything enough to fill in that page. Hold on. The next thing that they're going to ask you is, how do I become one? So this research isn't meant to be difficult. Click on there. Again, they're going to give you more information than you need. You can write out enough information to fill in your section. And then, let's see, summary. You know, I said we need 4 pieces of data. The 4 pieces of data, even though it's way too much information I'm giving you at once, I just want you to see it. There it is. Hey, I need numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess people at home are like, why is he counting? Will it even let me get to the thing? I won't show it. But again, here's some pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has to be numbers. Alright, so we're giving them all the information, way too much information. So Thomas, what do you want us to do first? I want you to go to this CareerWise. And where are you going to find that website? You're going to type it right in here. And so stage 1 is this guy here. Once you get through this, I'm going to come around to see what clusters it gives you, and I'm going to see what 6 careers you choose. So start there, Now, are there any questions? Obviously, you can ask me, but as you go along, you can ask me as you're going. Yes, you can begin now. In the future, I'll have to say that. Let me stop recording. So you are beginning now, step one. You're doing step one now.